You ready?
Who's ready for a road trip?
The last time I was at the Cabrillo Lighthouse, I caught a little gnome guy, and a lot of people liked it. They believed it. I mean, it looked green. It looked like it had like a worn clothing, but I'm going to try to see if I can catch him again. Located at the mouth of the San Diego Bay, the Old Point Loma Lighthouse was in service for 36 years before being decommissioned. Built in 1855, the Old Point Loma once had the distinction of having the highest elevation of any lighthouse while it was in operation. Indeed, throughout the years that tourists have visited the lighthouse, reports started pouring in claiming that it was severely haunted. Many have held to the belief that they have personally witnessed heavy footsteps emanating from the upper rooms of the lighthouse. These are said to be most prominent when in the lower rooms of the first-story kitchen or living room. Other accounts have come from guests who have felt extreme drops in temperature while visiting the Old Point Loma Lighthouse, mostly felt at the entry landing that leads up to its spiral staircase. At the Cabrillo Lighthouse in San Diego, California, like I said we would be, we're going to investigate, well, two things. The lady that we saw last time on video, the Victorian dress, actually two ladies, and then the gnome.
Let's go check it out.
The lighthouse, sailors had a hard time finding their way into the harbor, and there were lots of shipwrecks. With San Diego growing as an important port, especially after the gold rush, the government decided a lighthouse was needed for safety. In 1850, Congress approved the project, and they chose Point Loma for its high elevation, which made it perfect for guiding ships from far outlands. Eric, you're gonna go on. You're gonna go upstairs?
You know I am.
Oh man, I don't know. The last time, remember, I got like super claustrophobic. And then there's the growl thing, so, or the moaning that comes from upstairs. What the hell? Eric.
Where?
I hope it came out on the camera. It was something black.
In a shadow? Or?
It's weird. No, like a little.
In the moonlight, will you pardon me? Come to talk the rudeness with me.
Common ghost sighting is a woman in old-fashioned clothing, possibly a former keeper's wife, seen near the lighthouse. Families of keepers who lived there also faced isolation, and it's said some of their spirits linger, adding to the creepy atmosphere. The hauntings might be linked to escaped Alcatraz prisoners, explorer Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo, or Captain Robert Israel, the last keeper, who is said to haunt the lighthouse because he refused to leave his post. Staff have even captured unexplained shadows and mist, fueling the belief that the lighthouse still holds its haunted past.
On one of the first trips to the Cabrillo Lighthouse, we're just filming as we're walking into the entrance area of the lighthouse itself, and there's a picket fence on the left-hand side of the pathway, and so I'm filming on this pathway towards the lighthouse, and there's a window that sits up in the turret area of the lighthouse, and you can see what look like two ladies walking up the stairs. The only thing is they look like they were in period dresses. And throughout the entire time that we were there, we didn't see anybody that was dressed in any kind of period clothing. Everybody was wearing t-shirts, jeans, more modern stuff. And so yeah, it was very interesting to start for as soon as we got on the grounds and feel like we started capturing things there at the lighthouse.
So I'm in the little house, the little museum house that has the displays. And I walk over to a display and I start filming the little things that are in there. And then something tells me, film over here. Put the camera up, facing outside the window towards the lighthouse. And later when I got home, went through the footage, and you can see two women walking out the front door in period clothing. I'm like, what the heck is that? All kinds of weird stuff there. Caught them twice on video.
So as we're making our way around the lighthouse, both Ned and I are filming different angles of the lighthouse. And there's a window that sits on the south side of the main building. But the windows are tinted black. They have like a dark tint on the windows. But going back and kind of going through the footage, we look like what shows like a silhouette of a person in the window. Only thing is, none of these rooms that are there, they're all blocked off, right? There's no way to access the rooms themselves. You're looking through panes of glass or panes of plexiglass into the room, but everything's cordoned off. But yet, in a window off the other side, like I said, there's like a silhouette. And it's just interesting that, like I said, there's definitely feels like there's somebody there. There's a presence there.
Servants, if employed, did domestic tasks. Food and supplies were typically brought by horse and buggy, making access to essentials difficult. Life was self-sufficient and involved little social interaction. Lighthouse families lived in isolation, with the nearest town often far away. Wives handled household chores while assistants helped maintain the light. Staff and visitors often report hearing moaning, feeling cold spots, hearing footsteps behind them. They turn around and nobody's there.
Inside the lighthouse, as I went into the lighthouse, there's a landing that's in the first area that has a couple of bedrooms. And as I made my way up to the upper landing, one of the things that for me, as a photographer for the last 25 years, is always looking at trying to like really debunk stuff, see things in there that I'm like, no, it's this, no, it's that, no, it's a shadow, no, it's a person's reflection. But some of the things that I can't debunk, are stuff like orbs or plasma or things that are captured in the frame or in the moment that, they just don't make sense, right? They're hard to debunk. And so up in the upper landing area, as I'm there looking through the two rooms that are up there, I feel like a static charge, like a static energy in the back of my neck, and it makes the hair in the back of your neck kind of like stand up. And as I'm filming, I feel like something's there, but I can't see it. I don't know if it is, but it's not until I look at the footage later that I see, some of the things that I was talking about. I can see orbs, I see plasma, I see stuff. And that to me is kind of like our confirmation, or my confirmation at least, that, something's there in that lighthouse.
You're gonna go in? Go for it. Oh my god, I'm so scared in here. It's a scary feeling.
You got this. Come on.
Oh, dude. It's so scary in here. Go away. Little fireplace. Oh god, look at that creepy doll over there. Oh, I thought that was a cat. This is the kitchen. Well, I didn't catch the lady, I don't think. Why don't you look at the footage? Let's see. and I went over here and I started filming exactly where I filmed the last time.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we can post it where they can see.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Okay.
yeah. I'm just so sad that they took the gnome's house.
They took the whole thing out, like the whole garden that they had.
Like everything. Where'd it go?
I don't know. Yeah, it's not
He
there.
probably want to go live with the little white ones over there, the creatures.
Right, all by himself.
How sad, huh? My
That's what-
Nomi.
That's what-
My little Nomi. Yeah, let me turn. Okay.
Still recording.
Oh. That looked like a fucking... Oh my gosh. That looked like a freaking face.
So, as we're filming around the outside of the building, Nena's taking, and she's filming, you know, and checking kind of the windows of every side of the building. And as she comes around to my right side and kind of goes around the back side of the building, she climbs up a couple steps and she's like, "Oh my God, I saw a face!" And she comes out and she's kind of like cussing because she got surprised. And so she's like, go check. And I was like, it's probably nothing. You know, you probably didn't see anything. And so I go up the steps to take a look, and it looks like in a part of the room where it's closed off, where nobody's allowed to be in there, it looks like there's a face in the window staring back at you. And it was just for a brief second. I was like, oh crap, you're right. Like I saw it too. And as I went back to get my camera to refilm it, it was gone. It definitely felt like that there was something in that room. Yeah, and I'd love to see if I could capture it again.
What you doing right there?
Let's see. Look at the window. See if we... Oh,
What?
in the window.
It was in the window? Oh, that's the one that said, "Be my friend." It's not showing. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Oh, and that one.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is that where I saw the... Are you sure?
You say you saw the face.
I saw the face right there. Are you sure it's a lamp?
I could have sworn.
No, it looked like a face, dude.
Did it really?
Yes, I swear to God. And this over here said, "Be my friend." Which... don't believe, but...
Okay, I'm definitely getting something here.
I see. Oh, he's watching you, Eric. So there's something in that window.
I'm getting it
saw a face. Let me see. Let me tell you guys right now.
I'm not getting it now.
I saw a face in that freaking window over there. Look, check it out. Bam, that one. I freaked out. And Eric's doing the SLS here. Let's see.
It's not doing it anymore. It went away.
Oh, it went away?
Yeah.
Well, Eric was doing the SLS.
But I got it on video.
Whole body right there, just looking out. I can't believe that. It was a face then.
Yep. You're right. I'm wrong.
So the first time we went to the lighthouse, I went into the garden area and I just started filming like the bushes, the little flowers that they have and stuff like that. And I've always been interested in gnomes and fairies, so I was like, you know what, I'll film a little bit longer here. I didn't think I was gonna catch a gnome or a fairy, but later when we got home, I went through the footage and there was this little guy. I'm pretty sure it was a gnome. Green face, he had like a beard, and he was hiding in one of the the plants there. But I caught it on video. Like, even when I moved, his little face was like looking at me. Gnomes are typically seen as protectors of the earth, guarding plants, soil, and treasures hidden in the ground. While they can be mischievous, they're generally friendly and helpful to those who respect nature.
So on the very first trip where we went to the Point Loma Lighthouse, my focus was really more on like the lighthouse. I was interested in seeing what was there and like what kind of activity was there. But for some reason, like Nena was drawn to the garden. She just could not stop like taking pictures and like filming and like just being within that area. And I was like laughing. I was like, what are you looking for? Looking for gnomes? There's nothing there, you know? But she's like, I don't know. I just feel like there's something here. I feel like I gotta take pictures here. And so after this is all done, you know, we come back and we start going through the footage. And I'm looking at the stuff at the lighthouse. I'm looking for, you know, apparition spirits. I'm looking for like orbs and things that, you know, I can prove, you know, that are there at the lighthouse. And Nena's looking at stuff that's around the garden or in the garden. And then she taps me and she's like, look, I told you. Look, I told you. And I'm like, you told me what? She's like, I told you there's like gnomes in the garden. And I was like, no, there's not. You know, no way. And she pulls up a video of a clip. And with all of my years of filming, I don't know a time where my mouth was more on the floor trying to figure out what the hell I was looking at. But sure enough, like, holy fuck, like, there was a little green dude and he pokes its head out of the fence.
So, the fairy. I turn around and I start filming another plant. And that too, in the footage, it shows like a tiny little humanoid looking thing. I think it's a fairy. She's like that with her little Tinkerbell legs. And right next to her, sitting on his butt, is this other weird little being. He's green too. His little legs were sticking out. He was kind of like looking this way. I don't know what's going on there, but they have weird little creatures. Do you think mermaids would look pretty or ugly? Because they say they're ugly, huh?
Pretty ugly. nonstop.
Right? Hello.
I'm at a loss for words right now.
Oh.
Because it's just like nonstop.
Oh, I heard help.
Oh yeah?
Oh, something's next to me, dude.
Where? What'd you say?
Huh? No, something's next to me.
Where? Which side?
There it lived. Way close.
Way close. Like breathing down your back. Oh, hot breath.
Jinx. So we were supposed to upload this video sooner, but I felt it wasn't finished yet. And I say that because as I was in the garden area, I can hear a woman. She was also giving me images of something that happened to her. And I'm guessing she needs this solved so she can rest. It bothered me. It was in my head, and I couldn't stop it. So I started doing the research. So what I had felt was worry, like sadness. And what I heard, and it also comes out on one of the videos we did it, we captured a woman saying please. I also got an image of two people over a grave in the garden area, so I know somebody is buried there, you know. I just didn't know who. I also got something telling me that somebody ate an herb from out there and was poisoned. So I get home and I do all this research. Couldn't find anything. Finally, it comes up. Well, I had got the name Lucy. Typed in Lucy. Lucy was the wife of the first lighthouse keeper. She is rumored to be buried in the garden, and she had died of what they say was poisoning. And they think it was somebody in her family, or it was one of her servants that did it. They did an investigation, but there wasn't, any proof, so nobody was charged. And I think that's what she needs to get out, is the reason why she died. And it wasn't until then that we were able to wrap up the investigation. I very much think the Cabrillo Lighthouse is haunted.